Today, let's talk about a quilt bar guide and how to use it. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and today we're going to be talking about this little feature, if you will. So this is called a quilt bar guide. And so I got this, I have the Ultimate Presser Foot Set. This is the Big Five from Madame Sew. You can get these though in a lot of different places and on Amazon just by itself. When I got this set, it included this couple bonus tools, with one of them being this quilt bar guide. So I specifically use this set for the walking foot and then that flower stitch foot. And I recently saw somebody use this on Instagram with no context, no information, and I was like, I want to look this up a little bit more. So what this does is, if you're familiar with your walking foot, there's like a little hole on the back of the walking foot, and this bar fits in perfectly to that hole. So this allows you to make very precise parallel lines that you can actually continue sewing. So if you are like quilting your material and you want straight lines, this would help you create absolutely perfectly spaced ones. It is adjustable, so it can get bigger or smaller depending on the size that you are going for. So a lot of different options, and you can also switch sides, so if you want it on the left side or on the right side. Now, what's really interesting about this is I normally do not use my walking foot for quilting, but the more that I looked into it, it seemed like this is something that some people use. Now, if you are not familiar with the walking foot, the way that it works is, so this whole white piece, this is your walking foot. So you have this bar up at the top that connects into your sewing machine as well, and then you have these little feed dogs that are going on the top to help move your fabric along, so that it's moving fabric along from the top as well as like the bottom where you have your sewing machine. So it is moving it from both the top and the bottom to help really with that nice stitch. So this one also does have some markings on it, so you can see your seam allowance when you need to sort of turn or pivot your fabric. So this one definitely has a lot of things going for it, but this quilt bar is just another piece that we can try to use. So for today, I have some test fabric. So as you can see, 2 pieces of cotton with that batting in the middle, just to try this out to see, is it going to work, how easy will it be, and what do the final results end up looking like. So now I'm going to go over to my machine and I'm going to just install the walking foot. I have a whole video on how to use your walking foot and how to install it, so I'll be sure to link that in case you want more information. The biggest piece though is you want to be sure that that white portion at the top is securing into your sewing machine as well. And then you can see on mine, I do have to change the needle slightly, so I just put that in the center so I don't have to worry about it hitting like the edge of the presser foot. Now though, it is time for us to put in this quilt guide. So in that little hole in the back, you're just going to be sliding this in, and so very easy to put into place, very easy to install, and then you can adjust it to whatever size you're looking for. So now I'm just going to get my fabric. I am just going to sew one stitch at first, so this is not using the stitch guide at all. I am just, putting in that one line so that I can use this as my starting point. And then once I have that sewn, I'm just going to be matching up that line that I did. So I did this in black, so there's a nice high contrast for this video. Matching that with that stitch bar guide. And as you can see, I'm now just sewing directly against it. So here's another view, so you can see I'm just sewing that straight line, and I'm able to then just follow that bar, and then you can continue this across all of your fabric. So I did this all the way through, just continue going through, sewing each of those lines in place, and then I did do a couple vertical as well. So this is what it ended up looking like. And my initial thoughts with it are, it was actually really fast and easy to use. So if you are somebody who you are sewing a lot of quilted pouches, if you are making pot holders, if you're just doing quilts, if you are doing a lot of quilting fabric, I could see how this could save you so much time, because you're not having to trace out those lines, you're not having to go through and use chalk. You're able to just use this quilt bar foot, and you're not having to, do that extra step. So I could see how this could be absolutely amazing. If you're somebody though who you don't really do that often, I think that this may be a tool that's not necessarily needed, just because you would be able to get that with just like a ruler and some chalk. But I definitely think that this looked cool. The more that I started to look at it though, I feel like there could be something else we could do with it. So I decided to try out some circles. So I just traced out one circle onto some fabric with some batting that I had on the inside, because I wanted to see how would it work if you wanted to make like bigger and bigger circles. So I just first sewed a circle onto here using my walking foot, and then for this I did find it easier to switch the quilt bar guide to the left side, and then I'm just going to be tracing around the circle to make it like get a bigger circle, so to make a concentric circle, which I think could be really, really cool. And so I'm just going to put my quilt bar where that circle is, and then I'm just going to sew all the way around. And it turned out that this worked really well. I think this could be such a fun quilting pattern. I did look it up online and it looks like other people do this method as well. It does appear that if you just use free motion quilting, that's probably going to be a lot easier than trying to make circles this way, but I know that some people aren't comfortable with free motion quilting. Some machines don't really offer it that easily. So this could be a great alternative just so you have the option of making concentric circles. They could get bigger and bigger, you can make them smaller. A lot of really cool features with using this. So I definitely think that this is a fun little tool, especially if you do a lot of quilting of your own materials. Overall, I am actually really impressed with how this turned out. I wasn't quite sure if it was going to be that useful at the beginning, but I'm really happy that I tried it out and I'm already thinking about like ways in the future that I want to use this. Like one thing I'm thinking is to use the flower stitch foot as your main circle and then to do other circles around it using the quilt bar guide. So lots of different options. I will include the link to this in my Amazon storefront and then some links to some other quilt bars just in case you don't want all of it. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let me know what you want to see next.